Hello, good people. Welcome back to Flooding the Ladder. I said in the last episode I was not liking Mobius so much, so we have cut Mobius from the main. All I did was bring in some spell and trap destruction, so we brought in Breaker from the side, we brought in MST from the side, and we are playing one copy of Dust Tornado in the main. We do still have a couple of Mobius in the side here because it is still a very good card against burn and stuff like that, so we'll bring it in there. I also added a couple copies of Threatening Roar to the side. Honestly, looking at the sideboard mapping, I just really don't need any more stuff for Turbo or Warrior or Control, or I'm just going to be oversighting. And well, we are playing on the ladder here, so we're gonna run into RGT probably a lot more than we normally would in like a tournament or something. So if you wanted to play this deck in a tournament, maybe not play the Threatening Roars, but also I don't know. I like the Threatening Roars, and honestly, like, you just have the room for them in here. So a couple of Threatening Roars. Anyway, those are all of the changes that I have made to this. Things are looking pretty good. Still impressed with Catapult Turtle. Still impressed with Gale Lizard. Nightmare Penguin came up quite a bit in the last video. So I think we just make some minimal changes here and see how it works, and we'll go from there. So let's get out onto the ladder. All right, we've got our first match here. I am very tired. Give the opponent the U2 here. Been working a lot on this YouTube stuff, as well as working every day, just in like preparing to leave for Genesis and stuff like that. So really gonna try to think through these plays, not use that as an excuse. But let's see. We don't have any of our new cards here in this opening hand. We do have a Mystic Tomato from the opponent. Graceful Charity plus Sinister Serpent is pretty excellent, though. Ring is a good way to answer Tomato. I think I'm just going to lead on Graceful Charity here. See what I can get myself into. Tribe's not bad. Gale Lizard's not bad. Sangantha. So let's get rid of Serpent, of course. And yeah, probably just Gale Lizard, honestly. Well, hold on. I have Return. I could just ditch Nightmare Penguin. Nightmare Penguin's good, but I already have Return. And I think Sangan is still good to grab like a DD Warrior Lady or something like that. Sure. That seems all right. I'll set the Gale Lizard, and I'm going to set Ring, and I'm just going to pass the turn from here. If the opponent has Knock, that's fine. I can still ring this Mystic Tomato. And, you know, we'll just kind of go from there, right? All right, Tomat coming in. I think, yeah, let's just play a little bit of a tempo game here. I'll ring the Mystic Tomato. And then if the opponent sets a monster, I know I have Nobleman of Crossout, but also I can just like flip up Gale Lizard, get in some more damage, and summon out the Sangan too, and then just like save the knock for the next turn. Oh, no play. Okay. That's fine too. Torrential to go behind Sangan is pretty nice. That could be a Torrential for the opponent over there, of course, but yeah, I'm just going to summon out Sangan. It's fine. I said I was going to sit here and really think through my plays. I forgot the Serpent. I'll be honest about it. I'm going to set my Torrential here. All right, so to remind myself, there is a Sinister Serpent in the graveyard. I didn't need it for anything that turn, obviously, but should probably pick it up, I guess, to, you know, protect from like a Kaiku or something like that. Tomato coming down is fine. If that wants to attack over Sangan, I'm not bothered by that. All good. Sure, I take 400 and might get DD Warrior Lady here. I could get Mother Grizzly, but yeah, I think I'm actually just going to get the DD Warrior Lady. Once again, like, I already have Return, so it's good there. It deals a good chunk of damage. Oh, the opponent's actually going to discard. Okay, we take those. Aqua Spirit. See, I was just leaving the Sinister Serpent in the graveyard to have a water for Aqua Spirit. All right, let's get Serpent back. I could summon Tribe here, but I don't really want to do that. I think I'm going to summon DD Warrior Lady, flip up Gale Lizard, try to get in some damage. If there's a Mirror Force, Then there's a Mirror Force, I guess. The only problem with this is like they can summon out Mystic Tomato on the next turn and crash with Gale Lizard, but I think I'm okay with that because I have Tribe for whatever the follow-up is. All right, let's get in there. No Mirror Force, please. Delicious. A Book of Moon, the DD Warrior Lady. Okay. I kind of want to set return here because I do have Aqua Spirit that can do something on the next turn. And if they banish like the DD Warrior Lady, sure. If they have Heavy Storm, they have Heavy Storm. Cool, I guess. To Mott. Yep, that's fine. Thought that may come back down. I'm definitely not going to Torrential here. Lose the Gale Lizard. Let's see what they get off a Tomato. That is Tomato number 2. We know about 1 Thunder Dragon in hand still. They can't get anything that can attack over DD Warrior Lady. They could get like a new Doria or something like that, which would be fine. There's a pretty good chance I win on the next turn. Like the opponent hasn't been setting any back row at all. Another Tomato, sure. Main 2, no back row, no back row, no back row. Let's go. Discard for turn. Love it. All right, Ceasefire is nice. I will simply summon Aqua Spirit. Yes, banishing Nightmare Penguin doesn't really matter. Summon Tribe. Declare. I will get rid of all of the plants on the board. I will flip up Didymus Warrior Lady. And we are going to get in there for some lethal damage here. I even have return if I need it, which I definitely should not. All right. Taking down game 1. Feels pretty good there. We saw tomatoes and Thunder Dragon and a Book of Moon. So could be some sort of like tomato chaos control. It could be just like chaos recruit or something like that. I definitely want Kaiku. Probably want Soul Release. I don't know if I want Mind Control just yet, but we can cut Umiruka. We can probably cut Book of Moon. And do I want to cut a monster first? I mean, all of my monsters are just good here, right? That's the thing. I'll go up to 21 monsters. That seems fine. And we'll run it like this and see if we can pick up this game 2 here. We haven't really... Well, we haven't drawn anything new. We didn't see the Breaker, the MST, or the Dust Tornado. So, as far as thinking about like, or picking up on some of the new cards, like how they're doing, we have no idea. We're just going on vibes here. I'm going to summon out DD Warrior Lady and just eat this tomato. Opponent takes 100. They lose that. Do I want to set Solemn Judgment? I probably don't. Because I've got this Heavy Storm in hand. I also kind of don't want to set Heavy Storm. I'm going to hold the Graceful for a turn. It's a little risky, but give myself a little bit more of a chance to draw into Mother Grizzly, Sinister Serpent, Sangan, something like that. It's the face down monster. Torrential Tribute. That's pretty good. I do have Premature Burial to go with this Graceful, but like I don't have any monsters yet. I have this Dead Soul Release. I'm going to hold on to it one more turn, I think. I'm going to set the Torrential, and I'll pass over. I'm still not going to set the Solemn Judgment. I'm being... If it could be greed, it could be stubbornness. I just have so many ways to find Sinister Serpent that I think it's okay. Because like there aren't a whole lot of other plays that I'm like super duper into here. This is fine. Moth Grab, Upstart Goblin, cool. Set a monster in Book of Taiyu? Oh. Well. All right, then. Okay, oops, all monsters. My opponent gets some good stuff here. There's Spy. And I'll take a screenshot. Get that out of here. I've got a lot of monsters, kind of unfortunately, honestly. Kaiku's good. This is good. Let's just summon them all face up except for Nightmare Penguin. And we'll see. I mean, the opponent has double upstart, I guess. They also have the Pot of Greed that we know about. They have Drag Down into the Grave and Card Destruction. Okay. We could die here. I mean, we got the Spy, so that could be coming in out of the side. This could also just be Ron. We'll see what happens to us here. I still have the Torrential Tribute if I need to go nuclear here. Say like the opponent Shallow Graves. Maybe it's worth it to just Torrential Tribute. Feather of the Phoenix. Okay. Yep. Ditch Sangan. Put Pot of Greed back on top. Yep. Draw it with Upstart Goblin. Sounds pretty good to me. Still know about one Upstart in hand, right? Yeah, I do. Gotta gain the 1,000 here. Yep, there's the Pot of Greed. I'm just going to leave this on plus instead of minus, I guess. It's more likely that I'm going to be gaining life here than losing life. Okay, we're going to attack here. I guess I bounce Breaker. No, it has to be a card my opponent controls. Okay. So we'll bounce the Spy, because I have to. And they'll be taking 600. Oops. 11 attack. 1,100, a little bit bigger than 11. Let's see if they want to play this drag down or if they want a card destruction. I mean, I could be dead this turn. Them just like attacking doesn't really mean a whole lot. And I've got Heavy Storm here. This looks like they're probably just setting up for card destruction, if I had to guess. Oh, they can't Shallow Grave, actually, because I don't have a monster. They can card destruction, though. I draw 6, they draw 5. Soul Release kind of looks insane here. If I can get one of their jars to the graveyard and just Soul Release it, that's pretty good. I did lose out on the Graceful Charity sweepstakes, and unfortunately I didn't set the Solemn Judgment. I just thought this was a different deck than what it was. Had I known that this was Empty Jar or whatever, then I absolutely would have set the Solemn Judgment earlier. But now I know, and I can make plays accordingly. Don't know how good this Kaiku is here, but it could be pretty good. Shallow Grave, I don't have a monster. And I don't think that can be used if I don't have a target that can't be special summoned. So that's, I just wanted to make sure. And Aqua Spirit is not eligible to be special summoned, so feel pretty good here. Oh, Giant Trunade. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, lagging. Sorry, opponent. Torrential back to hand. They get to bounce all of these back to hand. We'll see what happens. I could very well be dead here, but without the Shallow Grave, I might be okay. Okay. Yeah, that can get back Feather. And if we have a way to draw and we have another Book of Moon. Okay, yeah, or we can just get back card destruction. I'm probably dead here. Do we have a Feather to stack? No, we don't have a Feather to stack Jar. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they have 3. Can they redo card destruction enough is the question. Oh, yeah, that's right. They put another monster in the graveyard, so now, okay. All right. I'm probably dead now. But now that I know like what deck I'm up against here, I can make more informed plays. Yeah, they got another Book of Moon, a Book of Taiyu. And let's get all these back. I guess I'm going to summon all of these face down, so let's put them in hand. I have Mama Bear, Sangan, and Gale Lizard. Set, set, and set. And I imagine I'm dying from this spot, but we'll see. I haven't had a good loss to Empty Jar in quite a while. So, premature burial, the Cyber Jar. Yep. They just need 2 more activations. I know they have Book of Moon. I know they have another Book of Taiyu. That is their last Book of Taiyu, though they've only shown 1 feather, so I gotta remember my Sangan here too. Okay, there's Shallow Grave, Graceful Charity. I imagine I'm probably dead here, but we'll see. I don't know if I even have a Sangan target, but I sure do. All right, grab Gale Lizard and hope I'm not dead here. All they need to do, well, card destruction depends on how they get it back and if they're able to set enough cards, because they only have 2 cards in deck, so. There's spell reproduction. They can probably make card destruction work at this point, I would imagine. Yeah, they get it back. Okay. I'm going to make them do it the right way, because if they don't, it's a draw. And I will take a draw in a game that I should have lost over a loss, if possible. You're okay. Now they play the card destruction and I lose. All right, you got me. You got me. Understood. So I actually don't want mind control then. So not having that in the deck is still totally fine. God, I don't really want Mobius either. I think I don't want, yeah, I guess I don't want any of these cards, right? All right, we just run it back and hope. All right, cool. So now that I know what I'm up against, I'm firing off Graceful Charity. I'm firing off Delinquent Duo too. Dust Tornado's not bad here either. So let's go ahead and Duo. That is the card that you want to start on in this matchup. Let's get rid of this thing right here. Upstart, cool. And Thunder Dragon. Now the question is, do I want to summon out Breaker and just like be as aggressive as possible? I think so. Like they can ram a tomato into this, but that's fine, right? Said Dust Tornado, pass a turn. I think this is just pretty good for me here. All right, they go set. I think I am going to Dust Tornado the back row just to make sure things work out here. Catapult Turtle, okay. I could come in handy later, maybe. Do I summon out Tribe into potential Cyber Jar? Probably. We kept 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I'm going to summon out the Tribe, and I guess... Oh, God, I don't want to set the return. I'm going to set the Heavy Storm, I think. Yeah, I think I'm okay with losing these to Morphing Jar if it is Morphing Jar. Let's go ahead and attack with Tribe. It's Moth, okay. Let's get back Upstart Goblin, that's fine. And I'll attack with the Breaker, so... Little bit of hedge with the back row setting here, and let's go ahead and pass over the turn. I mean, I don't have any more defense here, obviously, but... I would say the opponent's like not showing that they have a whole lot here, but you never know. They haven't really shown much at all. All right, Tomato's fine. Like, Tomato could definitely just lead to a win here if Cyberjar was the only card they needed. Say they have like Book of Moon, Book of Taiyu in hand. We don't know what they have. They grab another Tomato, sure. So we're thinning out the deck here. Okay. Pretty good play from the opponent here. Make it more likely they hit the cards I need. Yeah, here's Cyberjar. I might just be dead. Oh, Cyberjar is going to attack the tribe. Okay. So we want that in the graveyard. We don't want that face up. That's risky if I have a Kaiku, right? Into reload? Okay. I like my chances now. They only get to draw 2 here. Hope those were what you needed, opponent. They passed the turn. I draw Sangan. Let me run the numbers here. This is 35 and then 14, 50, right? So 35 takes the opponent to 1,300 and then 950. Yep. All right, we got it. Get in there. And Breaker get in there as well. Main phase 2. We will tribute the tribe for another Catapult Turtle win. Let's go. All right. That was a pretty cool match against Empty Jar. Like that game 2. Like since the opponent just hadn't shown me that they were Empty Jar, they showed me that like they might just be a tomato control deck. I made plays that like were based on them not being Empty Jar, and then I lost because of that. Game 2, or I guess game 3, I'm not summoning out Tribe whenever I did, thinking that's a control deck. So it's kind of interesting how plays change just based on the information you get and from deck to deck, because like there are plays that are just not good against certain types of decks, but are the correct play against others. And I think that's an interesting aspect of card games. Yeah, I just find that really cool. But we got to get another one, so let's get on to match 2. All right, match number 2 here against the Juice Man. I'm gonna go first here. I thought I felt Tito down here around my legs, but I guess I'm just feeling things. Handful of monsters, but at least we have Tribe to go along with Aqua Spirit, so not all is lost here. Whole bunch of back row and a set monster for the opponent. Snatch Steal's not bad either. Okay. Trap Dust Shoot. What do you want to take, opponent? Probably not Gale Lizard. Probably not Lakunga. I'd say it's probably going to be either Tribe or DD Warrior Lady, if I had to guess. Opponent putting on their thinking cap. They're actually sending back Gale Lizard? All right. Lizard putting the fear into the opponent. You would love to see that. Interesting. I guess like it's a water to go alongside Aqua Spirit, but I still have Lakunga and Tribe. I think I'm just going to summon out DD Warrior Lady and attack. Seems fine to me. If it gets hit by like a Saku or something, like that's okay. If the opponent ever summons something face up, ooh, that's okay. No effect from DD Warrior Lady. I have Tribe to just go ahead and clear those, so I'm not too worried about Gravekeepers. Oh, we're thinking? Do we have other Gravekeepers in this deck, opponent? We do. Okay. So it's the second time we've played against Gravekeepers. All right. That's pretty cool. Let's pass over the turn. Unfortunately, them just like crashing with Assailant here is not ideal for me, because I would rather use Tribe to just take these out. But that's all right. They can't really summon anything else out because they know about this Tribe. I guess I can summon out a tribe. But they know about Snatch Steal, right? Okay. I mean, they could just have an answer. Oh my god, they drew Duo off the jog. Please hit Lacunga or Aqua Spirit. Don't hit Snatch. Oh my god. All right. All right. I guess I'm gonna get rid of Aqua Spirit. Yeah. Because Lacunga can just attack over tribe and then I can summon my other tribe. Yeah, let's get rid of Aqua Spirit here. This is this is unfortunate. We might be picking up an L here. Oh, we're going to battle phase? We're not going to use Tribe's effect. Okay. I'm going to banish. It doesn't make sense to just let the monsters go to the graveyard. I don't have chaos monsters. I don't need a light. DD Warrior Lady being banished is just actively better for me. See if they said anything that can protect the tribe here. Sangan's pretty good. But I'm at 5,900. I got to get rid of this tribe. I'm just going to summon out Lacunga, I think. Try to attack over tribe. If it doesn't work, it's pretty bad for me. But if it works out, it's really good for me. Oh, it does work out. Okay. Awesome. Unfortunately, I don't have a second water in the graveyard, but all right. All right. Did not expect the Kunga to come through there, but I guess when you name yourself Kunga Wave, Lacunga gets powered up. Now we just got to deal with the spy, which we absolutely can. We're going to lose our Lacunga, though, which is kind of sad, but that's all right. Do you want to attack with the spy opponent? Kind of don't hate it, but I also understand just leaving it in defense here. Would love something that is Sook proof to play here. Gale Lizard. That is not Sook proof. In fact, it's not really good here at all. I think I'm just going to set Sangan. They could have a knock at this point. And it is unfortunate that they could use Tsukuyomi to like grab. Yeah, okay. They could use Tsukuyomi to grab another Gravekeeper, but then I just follow up with Tribe and blow up even more. I do take a nice little life point hit, but setting the Sangan or the Gale Lizard either way would lead me to this. I guess if I draw exactly return, setting Gale Lizard would have been a little bit better there, but I think the upside of Sangan was just a little bit higher. And just banking on my opponent not having a knock. All right, down to 21. Tribe goes hard here. If I can draw into like, I don't know, a Mirror Force or something like that, that'd be pretty good. Abyss Soldier. That's not bad. It's not amazing. It is Sook proof, but with all the backer over there, I think I just need to summon out Tribe. And I am just going to discard Gale Lizard here. Let's get rid of these spellcasters, please. All Gravekeepers to the graveyard. And let's get in there. Walk right into Magic Cylinder Ring. All right, pass it on over. Really wish that Sangan had lived so I could grab. Man, this Serpent looks so good right now. I'm interested in what those backer are, though. They haven't used any of them. Oh, Breaker, okay. Breaker pretty good. Now I'm in ring range. They definitely could have saved the ring there. All right, Necro Valley coming down too. All right, top of the deck. Solemn Judgment is not going to do it, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm sure they probably think I'm playing Abyss Soldier, but I'm just going to admit defeat here. I wasn't like dead, but I think that's okay. So second time we played against Gravekeepers. We'll bring in the Mobius. We'll bring in the Yomi ship. We'll bring these in and Umi Ruka for sure. And we can cut... Man, what did I cut last time? I think I cut like some number of Aqua Spirits and Lacunga. Gonna leave in the Catapult Turtle, I think, here. Book of Moon, I guess, is a card that we could get rid of. And I'm probably cutting both returns, honestly. It's just really hard to get them set up. And I need to cut 2 more. I think Ceasefire is actually pretty good here. What if I just cut... more of the banished cards, leaving like 1 Aqua Spirit? Call it a day. I don't think I want to bring in Mind Control just for their Spy. Yeah, I think this is fine. We are no longer a return deck, but I just really don't want to get screwed by Necro Valley. I think that would not be the best. Do I want to keep around Mother Grizzly or do I want to keep around Sandgan? I could just not set anything. Just summon out one of these. Sure. Let's summon out Sandgan. I'm gonna set all of these. If the opponent has Heavy Storm, that's fine. I'll pay the solemn tax. No big deal. We'll pass the turn. All right, a set monster. Smells like a spy. It definitely doesn't have to be spy, but very well could be. Nobleman of Crossout. Man, I hope it's spy. How much do I want to play into Mirror Force here? I don't think I need to. I'm just going to hold the Mama Bear in hand. Let's go ahead and knock this monster. Magic Jammer. So that is definitely Gravekeeper Spy. We discard Royal Tribute. I'm going to Solemn Judgment that. I want these spies out of here. And that's the only monster that you protect with Magic Jammer there, right? Yeah, absolutely. I've got 2 Sakuretsu armors to protect my life points here. This is fine. Like, I know I have Tribe to take out the spies, but it's just very clearly showing that is Gravekeeper Spy there. So... it's a very aggressive play, but I think I'm okay with it. And let's go ahead and pass the turn. Jog, sure. Go another Jog Heavy Storm. That'd be pretty bad for me. Breaker, okay. So, I mean, yeah, they're going to grab a plus here. Do I let this attack go through? Oh, Snatch? Sure. That's perfectly fine with me. I'll take 1,000. And then, yeah, I'm just going to Saku the Breaker. Protect my life points a little bit here. That could be a ring or something. Necro Valley. Okay. Heavy Storm off the top, please, deck. Knock's not bad. Well, with Spy gone... I don't know how good it actually is, but I know I'm going to gain 1,000 life points, and I know that's pretty good. And I'm just going to summon out Mama Bear, try to attack over the Sandgan. And hope they don't have a Battle Trap. Ah, they do not. Okay. So let's get the Sandgan effect. Do I want Sinister Serpent here? Probably... I could get Gale Lizard, but I don't really need to do that. I'm just going to get the Serpent, I think. That goes really well with the Tribe. If the opponent sets monsters, I have Knock. If they summon monsters, I can go into Yomi Ship or whatever. Or I can just kill them with the Tribe. So I think this is fine. The Snatch on Sandgan was a little sus. Okay, that's fine. Oh, Mind Control? Why are we using Mind Control here? For extra damage? Okay. Interesting. Sure. Oh, Mirror Force is very good. All right, so let's summon out Tribe. We're going to get aggressive. Ditch Sinister Serpent, get rid of DD Warrior Lady. And let's just get in there. A nice 3K. And yeah, Heavy Storm's not gone. I'll leave the knock in hand, I guess. There's just no reason to run it out. If the opponent draws duo and they play it, they're dead. So we'll allow that. Instead, all right. They don't have anything there. That's pretty nice. They sided in mind control, so that's something worth thinking about. But I think I'm just going to run it back here. I like that we've taken out a lot of the banished stuff. All right. Game number 3. God. Prima and Aqua Spirit in the same hand against Necro Valley is generally not great, but at least I have an MST, right? Oh, we get to lead on knock again? Call that value. Summon out Sangan. I'm just going to go ahead and knock this monster. Hopefully it's Spy once again. Oh, yes. Every time I play Gravekeepers, I hate it when Spy is the only monster in my opening hand. Because I, like, turn 1, I always just set whatever else I have. Just to play around all of this. I don't need to set Saku behind Sangan. So I don't think I will. I'll set the MST and pass the turn. Like, I just don't want him to summon out a breaker, hit the Saku, and then just me be sad about it. I know they have DD Warrior Lady. Tsukuyomi. Okay, do we have a knock as well? We have mind control in the deck, so they definitely could have knock in the deck still, but Sangan is gonna grab... could be Mother Grizzly here. Yeah, I think that's better than grabbing Sinister Serpent. Mother Grizzly can always get Sinister Serpent if I need to. But this starts loading up the graveyard. Gale Lizard's pretty good here. I could MST Necro Valley and get back Sangan, which is kind of interesting. But I think I'm going to set Gale Lizard. Just play a little bit of a tempo game here. And I guess I'll set the Saku now and pass the turn. If the opponent heavy's here, it's fine. Exiled Force. Okay. Yeah, I get to keep my Mama Bear around. That's pretty good. Gale Lizard out of here. I still don't want to MST the new set, I don't think. I kind of want to leave that for Necro Valley. Ooh. All right, Abyss Soldier's very good. I'm gonna summon out Mama Bear. I'm just being pretty stubborn here. I don't think I need to do anything flashy just yet. Summon Oh. Okay. That one is very interesting. That is, I mean, that's a sign of a weakness and a half, right? Do I want to wait? I know about Tsukuyomi. I'm just going to MSC this Necro Valley. I'm going to try to Prima back. Is it Sangan? Yeah, I think I'm going to get Sangan. Because that gets Sinister Serpent directly to my hand to go along with its Abyss Soldier. And do I want to summon Aqua Spirit too? If they follow up with another Necro Valley, that kind of sucks. But I think I'm going to, and I'm just going to get rid of this Gale Lizard. If it's a Torrential, that's annoying. But I can... sure. Bottomless Trap Hole, you say. All right. Aqua Spirit out of here. But the opponent's at 2,500. I've got Abyss Soldier. And I'm very likely to get a Sinister Serpent here. I know one of the cards in the opponent's hand is Tsukuyomi. That's not really that concerning, honestly. Bottomless Trap Hole. Okay. We're snatching Sangan again. Let's go. Go ahead. I guess we're going to summon Sook along with it. Yep. That is perfectly fine with me. Are we going to flip the Sangan back up? We're not. Do I want a Saku here? Probably not. I'll save that for something a little bit better. Abyss Soldier is really good against Tsukuyomi, so. Set 2 back row. All right. Another Saku is not bad. I mean, I just have to summon out the Abyss Soldier and attack here, right? I mean, like, I don't have to, but I think that's what I'm supposed to do. We're going to ring it immediately. Okay. Do I want to set second Saku? What do I have in the deck to get off a Sangan? Catapult Turtle. I sided out my Lacungas. Lacunga looks awesome here. The opponent's even like at 700, but I can't search that off a Sangan anyway. I could get a Mother Grizzly. I could get a DD Warrior Lady. I'll set it. Pass the turn. We'll see what happens here. Yep, Sangantha. And Sook. I'll probably Saku Tsukuyomi here. Yeah. Let's just not give this opponent like this play every single turn. Would love a monster that can run over Sangan now. That would be great. Oh, so Ceasefire's not bad too. Okay. Let's set that. I wish I had let the opponent keep the Sook now. Yep, Sangan is here. Just taking 1,000. You're supposed to play another monster opponent. My turn. Breaker. Okay. Breaker's really good here. Let's go ahead and normal summon that. If they respond with Bottomless, I respond with Ceasefire. They do not. All right, let's just go ahead and break this newest set. Brain Control. Okay. Maybe I was supposed to just attack. No, that seems a little sketchy. They don't have a battle trap. No, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. We'll just search off of the Sangan. Let's go grab Mother Grizzly, I guess. And then I'm going to pass the turn, and I'm just going to play around Solemn Judgment. Oh, I guess maybe. Okay, so using Ceasefire. Yeah, okay. So I was originally thinking to use Ceasefire in the battle step after attack declaration. And that actually would have played around Solemn Judgment a little better. So definitely some incorrect sequencing there. But didn't end up mattering. I was just like, you know what? The opponent goes to 100. I've got Ceasefire with like just this breaker, and I can just wait until the end of time. But it definitely plays around Solemn Judgment, and it probably just automatically gets the win. If after attack declaration, the opponent doesn't show anything, then I use Ceasefire and win there. Because if they Solemn, they go to 350. Then the attack goes through and they die. Whereas this gives them a chance to just Solemn the Ceasefire. I don't know. They could have something to get out of it. There's like almost a 0% chance they get out of that unless they have like Heavy Storm or MST on the Ceasefire plus Solemn Judgment. So yeah, definitely some incorrect sequencing there, but Ceasefire was supposed to win this game. So Ceasefire kind of did something here. We are now 2-0 against Gravekeepers. That's pretty cool. We beat Empty Jar as well. MST did some work. Like, it would have been in the deck, obviously, post sighting anyway. So draw from this match what you can about those cards, or what you will. But yeah, another 2-0. We're still pretty low on the ladder. So I'm not like putting a whole lot of stock in like how many wins I've been getting so far. Definitely some play errors, but I'm learning a lot about the cards and the sequencing and the interaction. learning a lot about how I feel about going forward with this deck, but probably not a lot of changes for the next video, honestly. Didn't really get to see a whole lot, and I mean, like, the deck played out pretty well, right? So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we want to do with the next one, but that's going to be this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the next one.